This is a question from Karne. I presume that's pronounced. My question is that why God Krishna is coupled with Radharani in every temple and in every poster? What about his wives Rukmini and Satyabhama? Did Krishna loves only Radharani? Question full stop. I'm just highlighting the incorrect English here. What is that reason if my question is wrong? Please pardon me. Well, what about in every temple and every poster, Krishna is coupled with Radharani. Would be nice if it was. I guess in ISKCON it's like that pretty much. What about his wives Rukmini and Satyabhama? Well, what about the other wives too? Like Kalindi, Bhadra, Satya, Mitravinda, there are so many other wives. Rohini, Nagna Jyoti is Satya, it's another name. I said, didn't I? Satya, there's so many. So, Jambavati, now we got almost all of them. Who else is there? Madri, I think that's pretty much it now. So, and then the Rohini, I said, there's 16,108, so there are 8 famous ones, and Rohini is the foremost of the other 16,100. Does Krishna only love Radharani? Well, it's a point to consider that we, in our temples, we have deities of Radha and Krishna, not much of Rukmini and Satyabhama. In ISKCON Chennai, the deities are there, Krishna, Rukmini, Satyabhama, because someone donated them at some point. Although when the main temple's open, they're going to install Radha and Krishna. We do have Rukmini Dwarkadish in Los Angeles, but Krishna's playing a flute. And Prabhupada used to refer to them as Radha Krishna. It's an interesting point that we have Radha Krishna in every temple. I don't usually drink during lecturing, but I'm getting dried up. We do have Radha Krishna in every temple, but at the same time, we say that to be very careful in approaching Radha and Krishna. Don't just jump in. So on the one hand, for the public, and temples are especially meant for neophytes, so we're told, the people, they like to come to the temple and they see Radha and Krishna. But on the other hand, we say not to inquire too deeply into these matters, because to understand the actual answer to this requires more than a Bhakti Shastri degree. You have to go up to Bhakti Sarvabhauma, or you have to come up to the level of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu practically to understand this. So it's a very intimate subject. In short, we can say that Rukmini, Satyabhama, all the queens, all the Lakshmis, Sita, they're all expansions of Radharani. Radharani is Adi Shakti. She's the original source of all the forms. Just of Krishna's consorts. So just as Krishna is the source of all the Narayan forms, so Radha is the source of all the Lakshmi forms. So when we worship Radha Krishna, actually we are worshipping also Rukmini and Krishna and Satyabhama. Radharani is all those persons. There's much more to be said about this, but from the way the question's asked, I can understand that to discuss in detail won't be understood. It's like someone who's just a child and they're just beginning to learn 1 + 1 = 2, and they see in some textbook some integral calculus calculations, and they ask someone and they hear the word integral calculus, and they ask the teacher, "Can you explain integral calculus to us?" So they may have heard the words, and They may even have some vague idea, and maybe not even that, but it's not possible for the teacher to explain at the student's present level of understanding. So just very basically we can say that Radha is the original form of all the Shaktis. But to understand in detail, it requires, it's not that it cannot be understood, but one has to go through various levels of understanding. It's not that one can immediately come to the highest understanding. Another question, similar, from Prema. Subject is Balaram. Why is it that only Krishna in the deity form is worshipped with Srimati Radharani? Lord Balaram, an immediate expansion of Lord Krishna, is not with the deity form with his wife in the spiritual world. Yeah, Balaram has his wives, 2 wives, Revati and Varuni. And there are temples of Balaram with Revati in Vraja, in the Vraja area. But where we worship Balaram in ISKCON, we mostly worship him with Jagannath and Subhadra, who are traditional forms worshipped in this way. And also Krishna Balaram. To worship Balaram separately with his wife, that is a special bhav which a few devotees have. Just like some people worship Sita Ram, so some people worship Revati Balaram. Varuni we don't hear much of. So, again, it's people asking a question which is very intricate and esoteric matters, which, unless we first of all understand Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then to understand his intimate personal dealings won't be possible for